Welcome to this video on artillery. It will be slightly different from my normal videos, as in that this little clip is a short introduction to the actual video, because first I'll have to show you a compilation of clips that will further explain the point where I'm coming from if I'm telling you that the current artillery mechanics in World of Tanks are pretty flawed and broken and have been for quite a while, especially now if you start to look at the competition that is, for instance, armored warfare, but also the balance of the different classes in this game. More on that in a second. So first let me show you the clips I was talking about, and I'll see you guys in a sec. Now, after you've seen the previous collection of clips on artillery, you can probably see at least the direction I'm coming from with saying that the artillery mechanics in World of Tanks are flawed and broken at the moment. And really the two major factors in that argument are that the damage, as you could see in the clips I showed you, is completely out of balance to the targets the RT is shooting at. I mean, no other class in World of Tanks, well, apart from arguably the FV-183 with hash ammo, has the one-shot potential that RT has in this game. And even if RT doesn't hit you, you saw the clips, you see RT doing about 1,000 damage without even hitting your tank. I mean, in what universe is that a balanced game mechanic? It just doesn't make any sense. The second problem with artillery is that there is no way of knowing if you're targeted by artillery until it actually hits you. Now, you can arguably say that about hidden TDs as well, but at least with TDs you know the positions they'll be in when they shoot you, and even if they shoot you, they don't knock off 3/4 of your health that easily as artillery does it. I mean, the competition to this game now, Armored Warfare, has a really nice system which basically just tells you if artillery is aiming at you. And such a small change already drastically improves the general gameplay, because then at least you know that you're being targeted. Like with regular tanks that aim their gun at you, you have a warning that if you keep pushing, you're just going to get shot. And a mechanic like that, in some form, in World of Tanks, would be very, very welcome. And it would already fix part of the problem, definitely. But the problem with the damage, though, is it's completely out of proportion. And You saw the clips of around 1,000 damage, splash damage when they shot next to you. You saw the clip of 1,700 damage on my Type 61 on top of the hill, and 1,800 on my Batchat. So, yeah, great game mechanic. The problem is though that RT, supposedly according to the developers, is a class that is supposed to get rid of camping and stuff like that. But the problem is though that campers rarely stand in the middle of the field. They are in RT safe positions behind rocks and buildings and whatnot. So they can't actually be hit by artillery or at the very maximum receive 100 splash damage. And this is something I started to notice about 2 years ago when I started to, frankly speaking, play a lot better than I did before. Because before I was mainly a sniper and not so much a brawler. And if you're a sniper, then indeed artillery is not so much a problem because you spend most of your time out of the view range of other tanks. But since I started playing better, and that means playing at the front line and actually doing the work, you start to notice that artillery actually does not prevent camping. It actually is used to actively target and screw over the people that actually try to play the game like they're supposed to. And this is very frustrating because coupled without the warning of actually being targeted by RT and the massive amount of damage you receive when they actually hit you, especially in Tier 8 Plus matches, makes it very frustrating to play this game properly without resorting to just camping at the back and ratline sniping. And that is a problem in this game. And I mean, you have loads and loads and loads of competent, good players complaining about RT being a broken mechanic. The Wargaming devs have admitted that they're looking into rebalancing RT because it doesn't work. But it hasn't worked for 5 years and they haven't even touched it. Yet they nerfed all the other classes that were supposedly overperforming. Now, I'm not saying that artillery is overperforming as a class. I'm just saying that it's too broken to actually work in this game at the moment. And like I said, a simple thing like an indication that you're being targeted by RT would greatly improve the general gameplay, especially for people that tried to play the game properly. So, yeah, it's just frustrating to play this game, actually to play it well, and then just use the majority or lose the majority of your hit points because someone at the back of the map that you can't see aiming at you, that you don't know who's aiming at you, just casually shaves off all your health with one click, and then you're basically screwed. So, yeah, I sincerely hope that Wargaming will hurry with the artillery rebalance. Either put in a temporary warning where we get a warning that we're being targeted, or do something about the ridiculous one-shot potential of this class, because it's one of the major reasons why I completely stopped playing Tier 10 and randoms, because not only is it hugely frustrating losing that amount of health for playing the game, but also I've noticed a lot that, I mean, statistical-wise, I'm not a Unigame, I'm a good player, and this means that I get targeted by artillery all the bloody time. Even the 800 WNA guys have XPM installed, and they literally don't shoot at anything else or anything else important on the battlefield that's in the middle of nowhere standing still. They just continuously hammer you because you're the best player, and it just makes it so frustrating to try and play this game. Especially in Tier 7 matches, Tier 8 matches, the one-shot potential is not really there. You get a lot more leeway, especially with the differences of view ranges. So yeah, until this whole shenanigans with the artillery is fixed, I'll not be playing too many Tier 10 matches because there's just no fun in it for me. If I play aggressively, I get punished by people camping at the back of the map. And it's just too much to focus on because you're focusing on the tanks that are in front of you to try and angle against them, to try and do damage to them, and not not get hit by them, and then you get shot from completely random directions over solid cover by someone you can't see and you don't know who's aiming at you. So yeah, well done. That was it for me for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you agree or disagree, feel free to talk about it in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.